in our preview episode for the Japanese Grand Prix. The big question, how will Yuki's first weekend with Red Bull go? Well, little sip of water. My personal opinion, I think it went pretty well. I think Yuki performed pretty solid. I mean, on a day with limited overtakes, seemed to have a car that was starting to work for him. It seemed like he was starting to get a good grasp on the car. It was fairly close to the points. The reports that I heard were, as far as performance is concerned, there were concerns that there was going to be rain during the Japanese Grand Prix. All reports leading up to the Japanese Grand Prix was there was an 80% chance of rain throughout the day, but the timing obviously playing a bit of a factor there, not exactly sure when. So he took a bit of a heavier rear wing, seemed to have impacted his performance in qualifying as well as the race. But the biggest notes for Yuki Tsunoda, besides being out-qualified by Liam Lawson, learning the car, he still showed strong pace next to Max Verstappen during practice sessions. If things had kind of gone a little bit differently during qualifying, if maybe the window had been a little bit differently, maybe the wing was a little bit different, as Yuki Tsunoda gets a little bit more comfortable in this car, maybe he qualifies and gets into Q3. The window of opportunity, the margins are super, super, super thin this year, don't get me wrong, but starting at P15, working way up to P12, is still a very strong performance for Yuki Tsunoda in his very first Grand Prix weekend with the senior Red Bull team. So with all that in mind, I think it's about as good as you could really ask for. The only thing he didn't do at this point this weekend really was score points and be within like 0.3 of Max Verstappen. But heck, even Lando Norris couldn't finish the race within 0.3 of Max Verstappen. So just a couple of notes for him. I mean, just improving on qualifying. He was out qualified by Liam Lawson, but as he learns this car, I think he's going to improve. And he had a strong weekend alongside Max. I think a couple things go a little bit differently, and Yuki Tsunoda is a point-scoring driver, eligible for the driver of the day. Not quite the driver of the day, in my opinion, but still a pretty solid weekend. And this is a really good, if this is the floor for Yuki Tsunoda, if this is the baseline performance that we're going to see from Yuki Tsunoda, I think that as Formula One fans and as enthusiasts and supporters of Yuki Tsunoda, myself, Kevin Walker, and the rest of you guys, the TLPs, who are big fans of Yuki Tsunoda and the fan of him getting this opportunity, I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised throughout the rest of the season. Through one weekend, I think there's already a little bit more hope that Yuki Tsunoda might be the right fit for the Red Bull Racing team. Then maybe a Liam Lawson, to the chagrin of Liam Lawson,